please rise for our national anthem.
Fuck that nigga KD. Fuck that nigga KD. Fuck that nigga KD. Fuck that nigga KD.
Nah, let me stop playing. Hey, it's been a little minute. I ain't even finna do the long talk. We just gonna get right into the video. Y'all see the title, man. Y'all know who we talking about, man. We talking about my main man, KD, Kevin Durant, KD. This year in the playoffs,
34? 9 boards? 4.5 assists?
that boy was cooking up. This was undoubtedly his best individual postseason. He was cutting up. He was going crazy. He was doing his thing. And if it weren't for injuries, to key players on his team like Kyrie and James Harden, we already knew how the season would have ended out, bro. But I mean, with that being said, regardless of Kyrie and James Harden being injured, the Nets still had plenty of opportunities to pull this one out the bag. They were up 3-2 in the series after a goated KD performance.
Get away from me. Green!
They were up 3-2 after KD did 49, 17, and 10.
What did he say?
49, 17, and 10. Just in case y'all not hearing me. 49, 17, and 10. That's only been done like 7 times, I think, in NBA playoff history, bro. Some crazy stat like that. They had the momentum going into Milwaukee for Game 6. They could have executed right then and there. They didn't. They could have executed right then and there in Brooklyn in Game 7. They almost did. Coming out of Game 7, he did all he could. He was tired, obviously. I mean, he played the entire game, 48 plus 5 minutes in OT. I think it's like 53 minutes. He did not sit 1 minute. He did his thing. I mean, he was tired, which is okay, I guess. Played the whole game, left it all out there on the court. You can't be mad at him. But yeah, I mean, it's an understandable argument. I guess you could give him a pass. But we got to ask ourselves this question. Are we giving Kobe that same pass? Jordan? Bron? Come on. We know we're not. We hold them to different standards based off of their greatness. You know what I mean? Them being tired at that point, it's just not a valid excuse for them. Because they know it's at stake. Them being tired at that point shouldn't and will not stop them from completing the mission. If the end goal is in sight, these guys will do whatever it takes to win. And I actually believe that's the difference between KD and, the elite of the elite, these NBA legends. And I'm not questioning, his will or desire to win. We know KD's willing to do whatever it takes to win. He sacrificed his image in the public eye. People look at him as a villain because of that move he did to Golden State. What I'm trying to say is KD, who wants to be viewed as the best in the world, better than LeBron, over LeBron, you got to understand that, there's certain situations that, if you're in, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. You have to execute. You got to understand that if you're going to be in that type of situation, you want to be held in that type of regard, you have to be absolute. He's got the talent, the skill, IQ. He's got the accolades. He's already a Hall of Famer in that regard. We already know this. Arguably one of the best talents to touch a basketball. That's not even in question. But in order for him to undeniably place himself in that category of the elite of NBA legends, he's got to realize that he can't have these ambiguous moments in which, where fans are able to give him a pass because, oh, he's tired. No. We don't hold Jordan to that standard. Kobe, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all these great players, we don't give them that same pass. And even more so on like a tangent part, people are ready to put him over LeBron.
No, we can't. We can't do that just yet.
People are ready to put him over LeBron, fans and stuff like that. This ain't LeBron's time.
I don't know what kind of vendetta you have against LeBron.
The way things played out with the Nets season alone is just enough incentive for me to say, no, you can't sit on the throne. You can't be the best in the league. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But in order for him to be considered one of the greats, the elite of the elite, as I was saying, you have to undisputably leave your impact as an alpha. Whether that be shown in like a career-defining moment, like a Game 7 chase down block in the NBA Finals, or even a crazy postseason run like he was on this season, but it has to end in an NBA championship, like I was saying, and that's what it looks like to me. It doesn't look like choking a 3-1 lead and then proceeding to go to the same team that just beat you in that same series the next year. We're leaving out the part that they were the best team in NBA history. It's just, that does not particularly scream alpha, does it? I say all that to say this. It doesn't mean that he cannot become that guy. All the greats I named before, they all had their struggles. They all had to learn how to become great like that. Jordan, LeBron, it took them 7 years before they got their first ring. Jordan was struggling, facing great teams in the East. LeBron ended up, leaving for Miami, won 2 rings over there. He even went back to Cleveland and still lost. And then he was able to put it all together and show his true alpha. Kobe had an entire falling out with Shaq and then proceeded to play some of the best individual basketball we had ever seen. And it still took him a while for him to get over that championship hump again. So becoming legendary in that regard, it does include failures, but what always matters is the response, and we'll see how KD responds this upcoming season. He's got a proper chance to run it back. There's no more room for excuse. His balls to the wall. He's got an MVP-esque storyline coming up, and he has every opportunity and incentive to go crazy this season. But will he fold again in the playoffs, or will he finally take his seat on the throne?